Good evening, children. Let's start our session. Welcome to Akshara Online Classes. This is Gafar sir, your physics faculty. Let's start our session. So, in the last class, we completed about introduction of light chapter. Am I right? We have discussed that what are the branches of the optics and what is mean by optics. What is the meaning of the branch of optics and what is light and what is the speed of the light and also what is ray and what is a branch of light ray, what is beam, and these all the things we have learned. And even we have learned that the one of the property of light, understand, one of the property of light we have learned, understand. So now today we learn the other property of light ray, that is called reflection of light, understand. Today we learn reflection of light for the plane surface, understand. Are you there? Chaitanya, is my voice is audible? Yes, Pavan, is my voice is audible?
Sir.
Yeah, very good. So now let's start our session. Today our session is about all about what? Reflection of light at plane surface. Understand? Better write down. A reflection of light. Reflection of light. So, what is this reflection of light? It is also one of the property of light. Once again, I will write a property of lights. So, here, first property is rectilinear. Rectilinear property of light. Second property is what? Reflection. Third property is what? Refraction. Refraction. Fourth property dispersion. Dispersion. Fifth property is interference. And sixth property is polarization. And seventh property is diffraction. These are the property of lights these are the properties of light. Now in that properties we already learned in the last class rectilinear propagation of the light. So what is this rectilinear propagation of light? Rectilinear propagation of the light means light always traveling in a straight line motion. So based on the propagation of the light in a straight line motion, we will form the shadows. We will have the shadows, solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, and everything based on the rectilinear propagation of the light only. Next, one more property of light, that is what? Reflection of light. Understand? So that is part we are learning now. So that part is what? Reflection of light. First write down what is meant by the reflection of light. So what is the reflection of light? Reflection of light is nothing but the bouncing back of the light ray when it is incident on any surface. Understand? The bouncing back of the light ray when it is incident on any surface. Better write down. The bouncing back of the light ray, bouncing back of the light when it is incident the bouncing back of the light ray when it is incident on the surface. When it is incident on the surface, this is meant by reflection of light. Bouncing back of the light when it is incident on the surface. For this statement, let's draw one diagram. Let's draw one diagram. The diagram is, so this is your surface. Give a name for the surface, M dash. M dash is a name of the surface. On this M dash, let us take a light ray. This is the way the light ray is incident. Okay, this is the way the light ray incident. When this is a light ray incident, this is called point of incident. When this is a point of incident, when a light ray is incident on the surface, what going to be happen? It will bounce to the same medium or to the same back. So here this is the way the reflection takes place. Understand? So actually let us give the name for this light rays. So first one is, this is let us assume that you can take this as a O, this as a, this is a B. So now here what is mean by O here? O is a point of incident. Point of incident. O is a point of incident. Same way, AO is called incident light ray. Incident light ray. Incident light ray. Next, OB. OB is called reflected light ray. So this is called reflected light ray. Understand? Chaitanya, are you following me? What I am explaining?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the thing is, what is AO? AO means what? Incident light ray. OB means what? Reflected light ray. And O is called point of incident. Now if you draw a normal at point of incident, let us take a normal here. This is your normal. Where I am taking normal? I am taking the normal exactly at point of incident. So why I represent with a dotted line this normal? Because it is a imaginary light ray. Imaginary ray. It is a imaginary line, so that I have taken as a dotted line. Understand? So now these are all about reflection. But the thing is, observe the thing here. This angle. What is this angle? This angle is called angle of incidence. What is mean by angle of incident here? Angle of incident means the angle between normal and light ray. The angle between normal and incident light ray is called angle of incident. Similar way, this is called reflected angle. What is mean by reflected angle? How can you define the reflected angle? The angle between normal and reflected light ray is called reflected angle. Understand? Similar way, one more angle also we can define here. The other angle is, this is the other angle. This angle is called glancing angle. Understand? This angle is called glancing angle, and this angle is also called glancing angle only. Understand? So note down these all points. Are you noting down? Are you noting?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, noting. Note it. So we are learning about what concept? Tell me, we are learning about what concept?
Sir, light, sir.
Yeah, light. In that light, we are learning the second property of light.
Optics.
Yeah, we are learning the second property of light. Understand?
Reflection, sir.
Reflection. Very good.
Yesterday you started, no, sir? We started.
Yeah. Not yesterday, day before yesterday. Understand? Clear? Can I go for the next slide?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Better write down what is mean by incident angle. Incident angle. Angle of incident or incident angle? Tell me. Can you define incident angle? What does it mean by incident angle? Just now we have taken kada. What is mean by incident angle? This is the incident angle. Define incident angle. The angle between normal and incident light ray. The angle between normal and incident light ray is called what? The angle between normal and incident ray. Write down. the angle between normal and incident light ray. The angle between normal and incident light ray is called incident angle. Similar way, one more angle is reflected angle. What is this reflected angle? Reflected angle represented with letter angular. The angle between normal and incident light, reflected light ray. Reflected light ray is called reflected angle. Angle between normal and reflected ray is called what? What kind of angle? Reflected angle. Understand? Now, so this is now similar way other angles also we have defined here. So what is this is called incident angle, this is called reflected angle. Understand? Then what is this angle name? What is this angle name? Just now I explained that the angle name is glancing angle. Got my point? The angle is called what? Glancing angle. Better write down that glancing angle. So next write down what is the other name of the other name? Glancing angle. What is this glancing angle here? Glancing angle means the angle between, write down, the angle between surface, the angle between incident light ray or reflected light ray the angle between incident light ray or reflected light to surface is called glancing angle. Understand boy? The angle between incident light ray reflected light ray to the surface is called glancing angle. Got my point? So this is all about what this is all about the terms related to reflection of light. Understand? The terms related to reflection of light, these are all points. Now here we have some laws for the reflection of light. So can I say the laws for the reflection? What you are doing, Chaitanya?
Sir?
You are doing something.
Nothing, sir.
You are keeping the animation.
Oh, sorry, sir. Before me and my friends were gone, sir. That's why.
Okay. Now see here. Now other write down laws of reflection. Understand? One more word. Laws of reflection. Next thing is what? Laws of reflection. This is a very important for the reflection of light. Okay. So what is this laws of reflection? We have two laws of reflection. Very first one is what is that? That is called first. We will treat as a first law of reflection. first law of reflection, first law of reflection, that is the angle I, the angle of incident, the angle of incident is equal to angle of reflection. What is the first law of reflection? First law of reflection, angle of incident is equal to angle of reflection. We can write as a equation, that is angle I is equal to angular. Very important relation it is. As it is appears very simple, but it is a very important equation. Next thing is, what is the next thing? Second law of reflection. You can write here law. Second law of reflection. What is the second law of reflection here? The second law of reflection is, write down, the incident light ray reflected light ray incident light ray, reflected light ray, and normal all lies in a same plane. Understand? Incident light ray, reflected light ray, and normal lies in a same plane. So that is the second law of reflection. Okay, the first law of reflection is what? Angle I is equal to angular, and the second law of reflection is what? Incident light ray, reflected light ray, all lies in a same plane. These are the two laws. Appears very simple, but is a very powerful for knowing the fact related to reflection of light. Understand? So based on these two laws, let's take some questions. Okay, can I give some questions?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Shall I go for the next slide?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now let me take,
Yes.
here we have a surface. This is a this example, you can take this as an example. Here we have surface. When we have a surface, a light ray is incident on the surface. Let us give this name of the surface is M dash. Now this is the way reflection takes place. Now this point is called, what is the name of this point? What is the name of this point? Point of incident.
Point of incident.
This is A, this is B. Then AO is, this is O. AO is called incident light ray. OB is called reflected light ray. Got my point? And here this is called what? This is called what? Normal.
Normal, sir.
Normal. Very good. Now for example, this is a 30 degrees. What is this 30 degrees? What is the name of the 30 degrees?
Incident light ray.
Not incident light ray, that is incident angle. So here incident angle generally represent with letter I. Angle I is equal to how much? 30 degrees. Now my questions are, what is angle of reflection and what is glancing angle? Tell me what is glancing angle. So two questions I am asking here. So first question is what? What is here I have given incident angle. When I given incident angle, I am asking to find reflected angle and glancing angle. Tell me first.
Sir, reflected angle is 37
Very good. So how the reflected angle is 30?
Sir, before you told me, sir, the first law. Incident angle is equal to
Yeah,
angle
by
of
using
reflection.
first law. What is the first law here? Angle I is equal to angle R. So here incident angle I given as a 30 degrees, that is equal to reflected angle. Okay. Yeah, now tell me what is the glancing angle here? What is the value of glancing angle? What is the value of glancing angle?
60 degrees, sir.
How 60 degrees? I want the reason for the knowing the for the 60 degrees. The reason is, observe the reason. So this total, actually this is normal kada. Normal always makes 90 degrees with surface everywhere. Normal always makes how much angle? Normal always makes how much angle? 90 degrees. So here this is your 90 degrees. When this is 90 degrees, in that 90 degrees, one angle is how much? 30 degrees. The remaining angle is this kada. Then remaining angle is how much, boy? That is 90 degrees is equal to 30. 30 is the incident angle plus next thing is what? Glancing angle. The remaining angle is nothing but glancing angle only. So from here, glancing angle is equal to 90 minus 30, which is equal to 60 degrees. So here our answer is what? 60 degrees. Got my point? Note down.
Yes, sir.
Note down. Similar way, I'll give one more question. One more question. Can I give one more question?
You, sir.
Yeah, one more example. So this is your surface. This is your surface M dash. Now when M dash is a surface, now light ray incident this way. Light ray is incident along this way. Normally it is instant. When normally if it is instant, so the very first question is what is the angle of incidence? What is the angle of incident? What is the reflected angle? What is the glancing angle? These three questions I want, answers I want. Okay. For the first one is what is the incident angle? What is reflected angle? What is glancing angle? How the light ray have incident here? How the light ray have incident here? The light ray have incident normally. Along the normal it is incident. So when along the normal, when it is incident, what is the angle of incident? What is the reflected angle? What is the glancing angle here? Tell me.
Sir,
Yeah.
incident angle is 0.
Very good.
Reflection angle also 0.
Very good.
Glancing angle is 90 degrees.
How? I want reasons. You are very much right. You are very much correct. So, but
Because the normal angle is 90 degrees and the incident angle is 0 degrees.
why?
90 minus
Reason.
0 is
Reason. The reason you can find by using the previous slide. What is the previous slide? Meaning of the incident angle. Meaning of the incident angle will give the reason. So what is the meaning of incident angle? Incident angle meaning is the angle between normal and incident light ray. So here normal is along the same line, incident also along the same line, which means that there is no angle between the normal and incident light ray, since the angle of incident is here how much? 0. So when the angle of incident is 0, according to the laws of reflection, angle of reflection also what? 0. So this also 0. When according to the, when angle of incident is 0, reflected angle is 0, what is mean by glancing angle? Glancing angle is nothing but the angle between light ray and surface. Here it is showing that 90 degrees, since our answer is here what? 90 degrees. Okay, 90 degrees. Got my point? Note down. Now next, after this, write down deviation angle. After this, let's write down deviation angle. Is it completed?
Completed, sir.
Yeah. Next to go for deviation angle. Write down. Keep a heading. Deviation angle. Deviation angle for reflection. Deviation angle for what? Reflection. As you know, when the light, this is a surface, give a name for the, this is a surface, and this is your incident light ray, and this is your reflected light ray. Understand? And name of this surface is mm dash, and this point is called point of incident O. This is A and this is B. Here AO is called incident light ray, OB is called reflected light ray. Am I right? If this surface is not present, in which direction the light ray will move? Can you guess? In which direction the light ray will move if the surface is not present? On the surface, if the light ray is not incident, in which direction the light ray will move?
Sir, straight it will go, sir, without
Yeah.
reflecting.
Yeah, this is the way the light ray will pass if the surface is not present. Am I right? Because of the surface, the light is changes its path. So whatever the angle the light is changed, the angle is called angular deviation angle. Understand? Whatever the path, whatever the angle it is changed because of the surface, the angle is called what? What is the name of the angle? Deviation angle. So the deviation angle here, this is your deviation angle. Am I right? So generally the deviation angle represented with the letter D. Got my point? Understand? Now
Yes,
in this case, what is this? What is this here? This is your normal. Am I right? This is the normal. Is it appearing? This is normal kada? Yeah, this is a normal. When this is a normal, what is this angle name? What is this angle name? Angle of incident. What is this angle name? Angle of reflection. Angle of reflection. But observe one thing. How much is the total angle of this? What is the total angle here? Tell me, according to the mathematics. This total angle is nothing but, yeah, what is this total angle?
Sir, 180 degrees.
Very good, excellent. When this is a 180 degrees, observe that 180 degrees, this 180 degrees is equal to angle of incident plus angle of reflection plus deviation angle. This total 180 degrees is equal to angle of incident, angle of reflection, deviation angle. Am I right? Since I will write this 180 as angle of incident plus angle of reflection plus deviation angle. But here, from through here, deviation angle is equal to, tell me what is the deviation angle? 180 minus incident angle plus reflected angle. 180 minus incident angle plus reflected angle. But as you know, according to the laws of reflection, angle I is equal to angle R. From first law, angle I is equal to angle R. So you can write deviation angle is equal to 180 minus 2R, or deviation angle is equal to 180 minus 2y. These are the two equations for what? Deviation angle. Understand? These two equations will help you for finding the deviation angle. Note down. Note down. So now I'll give one question to you. Can I give one question? Now, if example, if incident angle is 20 degrees. If incident angle is 20 degrees, the questions are here. What is the, sorry, how much is the angle of reflection? That is the first question. Next question is how much is the glancing angle? That is the second question. Glancing angle. Now how much is the deviation angle? That is the third question. Three questions I have given to you. Tell me, what is the first question answer? If incident angle is 20 degrees, what is the reflection angle, reflected angle, glancing angle, deviation angle? First tell me what is the reflected angle? How much is the reflected?
Reflecting angle is 20 degrees.
Very good. Reflecting angle is 20 degrees. How? Why?
Glancing angle is
Why?
because incident angle and reflection angle are equal according to first law.
First law. Very good. Next. Next.
Glancing angle is 70 degrees.
Why 70 degrees?
Because it is between, it is
Yeah, you are 70.
normal and
This is gada. This is 70. If this is 20, this is also how much? 20, and this is 70 because this total angle is 90 gada. In that 90, 20 and 70 will give 90. And same way deviation angle. Same way deviation angle. Tell me deviation angle.
140 degrees.
How deviation angle is 140 degrees? So here,
Because
yeah, deviation angle is equal to 180 minus 2r or 2i. So 2 into, let us take r here. R is so 20. So finally 180 minus 140, which is equal, sorry, 40, not 140. 40, that is 140 degrees is your deviation angle. So this angle is what? 140. So that way we can calculate the deviation angle, reflected angle and incident angle. Got it? So these are the some examples related to the reflection of light. So now in the coming classes we will learn how images will form by the plane mirror and how reflection takes by the plane mirror and what is plane mirror we will learn in the next class. Got it? And we'll also learn some application part of the reflection. Got my point? So today this is your concept. Tomorrow will come. In the next class we'll meet. Okay, bye.